Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks, and somebody's asking me to do a star around a circle where the stars are touching, and this one I don't like. I'm going to do a little bit different. But when they fill in the circle, it'll all be circles and stars. This is relatively easy, so let's just do it. I'm going to take an ellipse, and I'm going to draw a circle, and I'm going to hit P, put it at the center of the page. I'm going to go ahead and don't do that, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in indexing lines and hit P so we can put them in the center of the page. Don't really have to do that, but I like doing it. And then take a star and make it a 5-point star, holding down the control button. I must have hit Pentagon. So let's back up. Let's get a star, make it a 5-sided star, holding down the control button to make a perfect one, and then hit P to put it in the center of the page. Then grab it and start moving it, but don't hold down the control button for a second, then hold down the control button. And then put it about where you want it to disappear. Now, we're going to move the center rotation to the center. Sometimes if you go off and come back, it'll pop better to the center. And then double check to make sure it is, and it is. And they wanted 24 stars, so that's 15 degrees. So we're gonna hit the plus sign on the keyboard, and then we're gonna rotate it 15 degrees, and they do touch. Let's just type in 15, see what it looks like. They do touch. If that's the what you want, you could do that, or you could do this. We could take away these outside segments, and matter of fact, take that, and then take this star, fill it in with the Smart Fill tool, put it back to 0. Well, it's already 0, so we'll have to go at negative 15, because when you I didn't move the center rotation to the center. Sorry about that. Move the center rotation to the center and go in negative 15, and that puts it there. Now what we need to do is actually move it over and take away our original star and hit delete. Move that back over. We'll left click, right click in red. Now we've only done that one side, so we need to now do this side. And what we'll do, we'll take the virtual segment delete key and we'll delete that line and that line. Fill it in again with the Smart Fill tool. We'll nudge it out of the way for a second, and we'll take this and delete it, take this and delete it, and move this one back by nudging the arrows. So now we've made our shape, so we can Control D, make the center rotation in the center of the page. Sometimes it doesn't look like it, but if you hit it again, it will. Now let's rotate it 15 degrees. And if you'll see, now the stars kind of match up right there. So we've got it done, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and use the transformation docker. Let's move the center rotation to the center. You could continue controlling D, but this will just show you another way to do it. I'm having a little bit of trouble, so get off of it and come back. It says it is, but is it? Now, open up Windows, Dockers, Transform or Transformation. We want 23 copies we'll have it on the rotation first, 23 copies at 15 degrees, and it did it that fast. Now what you can do, and I think it'd be the best thing, having trouble with the zoom tonight, let's see what our nudge factor is. This thing is almost 18 inches, so we'll make it 18 inches. We will grab the circle and move it out of the way. Then select all these and weld them. And what that did, that connected your stars. So now we need to get rid of the bottom part. Now that we've welded that, we can nudge this back, or we could just hit P because we're in the center of the page. Hold down the Shift key and grow it just a little bit. Then select it all and weld it again. Now you have just stars in a circle, and when you fill it in with the Smart Fill tool, you have this effect. Oh, and if you do not like that little part right there, you can break the curve apart. Now you're going to have to manually uh, delete these. So what I would do if I was going to do this, I would lock this outside so we can't grab it, and just go through there and keep one hand on the delete button, and just go around there and get rid of these little dots if you don't want them. I think they might add to it a little bit. Let's see what it looks like when we removed half of them. And then take your Smart Fill tool. So it's personal preference, what you like. It all depends if you're engraving this or cutting this or what you're doing. Anyway, I hope that answered their question, and thank you for watching.